Dust, cobwebs, silence. The attic was a forgotten place, untouched by time. Each corner had a story, each object a piece of a life once lived. An abandoned mansion stood on the edge of town. Its walls, once full of life, now crumbled. The garden, once neat, had become a wild jungle. Inside, a heart-shaped locket lay hidden in a dusty corner of the attic. It was a relic from the past, a silent witness to time. The locket, though small, held many emotions and stories. It was cold to the touch, smooth and dark. The locket seemed to have a life of its own, as if waiting for someone to unlock its secrets. The air around it felt heavy with anticipation. The mansion held its breath, hiding secrets as old as time. Each room, each hallway whispered of the lives that had once filled them. The silence was thick, almost touchable, as if the house were waiting for something or someone to break the spell. The locket, seemingly small, was an artifact of a forgotten tragedy. It had seen moments of joy and sorrow, of love and loss. Its presence in the attic was a testament to the passage of time and the lasting nature of memory. It whispered of love and loss, of passion and betrayal, of life and death. The locket's story was one of contrasts, of light and dark, of hope and despair. It was a symbol of the human experience, showing the highs and lows of life. A dark history clung to it, a darkness waiting to be unleashed. The locket was more than just a piece of jewelry. It was a key to the past, a portal to a time long forgotten. Its dark history was a reminder of the fragility of life and the inevitability of change. The mansion creaked, a lullaby to the ghosts of its past. Each creak, each groan, was a reminder of the lives that had once filled its halls. The house was alive with memories, a living testament to the passage of time and the lasting nature of history. The locket, it was said, belonged to a woman named Eliza, a woman of ethereal beauty and tragic fate. She lived in the mansion centuries ago, her laughter echoing through the halls. Her heart belonged to a young artist who immortalized her beauty in a portrait. But their love was forbidden, their happiness short-lived. Eliza's jealous suitor, consumed by rage, murdered the artist and stole the locket, a symbol of his broken heart. Eliza, heartbroken and driven to despair, took her own life, her spirit forever bound to the mansion and the locket. Years passed and the mansion changed hands, each new owner unaware of the darkness that lurked within. The mansion, with its towering spires and Gothic architecture, stood as a silent sentinel over the town. Its windows, like eyes, seemed to watch the world with a knowing gaze. The townsfolk whispered tales of strange occurrences, of lights flickering in the dead of night, and shadows moving of their own accord. Yet no one dared to venture too close, for fear of what they might find within its ancient walls. The locket, lost and forgotten, resurfaced in the hands of an antique dealer. This dealer, a man of advanced years with a keen eye for the rare and unusual, had a shop filled with curiosities from bygone eras. His shop was a treasure trove of history, each item with its own story to tell. The locket, however, was different. It seemed to call to him, its intricate design and cold metal surface hinting at a past shrouded in mystery. He found it in a hidden compartment of an old chest, its surface cold and unyielding. The chest itself was a marvel, adorned with carvings that depicted scenes of ancient lore. As he pried open the hidden compartment, a chill ran down his spine. The locket lay there, untouched by time, its presence almost palpable. It was as if it had been waiting for him, waiting to be found. He felt an immediate chill, a sense of unease. The air around him grew colder and the shadows in the room seemed to lengthen. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched, that unseen eyes were upon him. The locket's cold touch seemed to seep into his very soul, filling him with a dread he couldn't explain. He tried to sell it, but it always returned, as if bound to him by an unseen force. No matter how many times he placed it on the counter, it would find its way back to him. Customers who showed interest would suddenly lose it, their eyes glazing over as if they had forgotten why they were there. The locket seemed to have a will of its own, refusing to be parted from the dealer. The shadows in his shop seemed to twist and turn, his dreams haunted by a woman with sad eyes and a heart-shaped locket. She appeared to him night after night, her sorrowful gaze piercing through the veil of sleep. She would reach out to him, her fingers brushing against his, and he would wake with a start, the locket clutched tightly in his hand. The dealer knew he was not alone, that the locket carried with it a story of love and loss, a story that was far from over. The antique dealer, desperate to rid himself of the cursed object, donated the locket to a local museum. The museum curator, a man of logic and reason, scoffed at the tales of curses and hauntings. He saw the locket as a beautiful artifact, a piece of history to be preserved. He placed it on display, unaware of the darkness he unleashed. Soon, strange occurrences plagued the museum. Exhibits moved on their own. Whispers echoed in the empty halls. The curator, his skepticism shaken, began to experience vivid nightmares, his dreams invaded by Eliza's sorrowful gaze. In Section 5, The Professor's Obsession. News of the strange events at the museum reached a university professor, a man fascinated by the occult. His name was Professor Thaddeus Grimshaw, a scholar known for his eccentric interests and relentless pursuit of knowledge. The moment he heard about the mysterious occurrences, his curiosity was piqued. He had spent years studying ancient artifacts and their hidden powers, but this locket seemed different, more enigmatic, more powerful. He saw the locket as a key to unlocking the secrets of the unknown. To him, it wasn't just an artifact. It was a gateway to realms beyond human comprehension. The intricate designs on the locket hinted at ancient civilizations and forgotten lore. He believed that understanding its origins could unravel mysteries that had baffled scholars for centuries. He borrowed the locket for research, promising to return it after his investigation. The museum curator, aware of Grimshaw's reputation, reluctantly agreed, hoping that the professor's expertise would shed light on the artifact's history. With the locket in his possession, Grimshaw felt a surge of excitement and trepidation. He knew he was on the brink of a significant discovery. He became consumed by the locket, spending sleepless nights researching its history, poring over old texts, trying to decipher the whispers that seemed to emanate from the cold metal. The more he studied, the more he felt the locket's presence in his mind, as if it were alive, guiding him towards some hidden truth. His study became a labyrinth of books, notes, and sketches, each piece of information drawing him deeper into the locket's mystery. He felt a strange pull towards the locket, an irresistible allure that both fascinated and terrified him. It was as if the locket had a will of its own, whispering secrets and promises of power. Yet with each revelation, Grimshaw felt a growing dread, a sense that he was delving into forces beyond his control. The locket's allure was undeniable, but so was the shadow it cast over his soul. The professor's obsession grew, and with it, the realization that some mysteries are better left unsolved. Section 6. Whispers from the Past. As the professor delved deeper into the locket's history, he began to experience strange phenomena. He heard whispers in the dead of night, saw fleeting shadows in his peripheral vision. His dreams were haunted by visions of Eliza, her melancholic eyes reflecting an age-old pain. He felt an icy breath on his neck, felt a presence in his empty study. He tried to resist the locket's pull, but its grip was too strong. He was drawn to it, compelled to uncover its secrets. Section 7. The Locket's Grip. The locket's influence on the professor intensified. He became withdrawn, obsessed, his life revolving around the artifact. He neglected his work, his relationships, his health. The locket, once a subject of fascination, became an unhealthy obsession. He saw Eliza everywhere, her image superimposed on the faces of strangers, her voice whispering in the rustling leaves. He was losing himself, his sanity slowly unraveling under the weight of the locket's curse. Section 8. Unraveling Sanity. Driven to the brink, the professor returned to the abandoned mansion, the locket pulsing with an unnatural energy. He felt drawn to the attic, to the spot where the locket was found. The air grew heavy, the silence deafening. He could feel Eliza's presence, her sorrow palpable in the stale air. The line between reality and nightmare blurred. He was trapped in a waking nightmare, his sanity hanging by a thread. Section 9. A Haunting Legacy. The professor was never seen again. Some say he vanished into thin air, claimed by the mansion's darkness. Others whisper that he's still trapped there, his sanity shattered, his spirit bound to the locket and its tragic history. The locket disappeared, its whereabouts unknown. But the legend of the cursed heart-shaped locket continues to haunt the town, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lie dormant within seemingly innocent objects.